We can't stand it when folk don't say good stuff about us. If Jesus said, take up your cross and follow me, where y'all think he was going? Y'all read it far enough in the story now to know where he's going. So if you take up the cross, there's no sense in changing your mind the closer you get into crucifixion. Why are you going to change your mind now? You already saw the end of it. You know where you going? And some of y'all want to say, I didn't know it was going to be this hard. Y'all want to start doing with roses that they put around his head. Well, it could have been. But I told y'all before, rose ain't nothing but a stick of thorns. When that rose fall off, it may start out rosy, but that stick of thorns lasts a whole lot longer than the rose. Don't it? So take up your cross and follow me. Nehemiah, the Bible says that they had a mind to work. It didn't say or designate what job each one was doing, but the optimum thing was they had a mind to work. A lot of times we want to know, well, what am I going to be doing? What? See, what you're searching for then is an excuse. Because if we ain't got you in the freezer counting pies, well, you can eat all the pies you want, you don't want to work. Some folks won't work in the bank counting money on half. Because they tell me, who them $100 bills get so heavy? The mind. When you get your mind right, whether it's to work in the kingdom, whether it's to work on a job, when you get your mind right, it's going to produce for you. You don't ever see lazy folk getting promoted. You don't see slow folk, unstable folk getting promoted. If they do, it don't last long. Because their mind, the devil's going to keep sending somebody to see if you will change your mind. Samuel and Tobiah said, oh, you're building this wall, a fox can blow on it and blow it down. The enemy always wants to minimize your efforts. He always wants to make what you are and who you are and what you are doing insignificant. Because if you realize it's significant, then you are probably not going to resign yourself to listening to him. But once he gets your attention, y'all remember, ladies, I'm sure y'all have been victims of this before. I hope I've never done it. Y'all remember when guys used to whistle at you? Huh? Y'all did. Hissing, whistling at you. Y'all ever had some hissing, whistling? Y'all don't want to tell it because you like it? If you had good hair, you liked it. Yeah. I don't want him whistling. Bad hair in now. They'll get up and show up. Bad hair. I used to have to keep my afro real neat and picked out and fluffed up on both sides. That ain't hitting on that nothing. Just get up and just go. But when they whistle and hiss at you, You were minding your own business, headed somewhere. But what the enemy, I hope you're married to him. If he is, y'all forgive me if y'all are trying to do that. But when you responded, even if you said, anybody studying you, got your attention. Got your attention. The moment you give a response that caters to what he did, he now can start laying the framework to get you. Then the next thing you know, you're walking by that same construction site every day like you don't care that he there so he can hustle again. You know when he off more than he know when he off. Wonder where he got today with his whistling set. Got you. Got you. He got you. He got you. He got you paying more attention now to what he wants than where you are going. Always stay focused on where you are going rather than what he wants. Because if he's the right gentleman, or the right lady, you got almost ladies whistling into that. They're whistling at the men today. So you got to talk to both sides. You got to stay focused on where you are going, lest they derail you and get you to come off of your wall building to entertain them. Nehemiah had the right answer. We are doing a good work. Can't come down. I'm single-minded in my efforts. I'm single-minded in my goals. I don't have time to even consider hooking up with you because you would interfere with the goals that I have in my life. I ain't ready to be no mama. I ain't ready to be no daddy because that will interfere. Having babies and got to ask mama how to change the diaper. I told them, I like children, I love children. Y'all know me, I love children, but you can tell my own with the grandchildren, you ain't even got to bring a diaper bag. It won't be that long. No, my children grown and gone. Don't try to tell me how to be no good grandparent. I'm still trying to teach you how to be a good parent. Keep your own children. Your double-mindedness got you off the wall. If you had stayed on the wall, you would then have whatever God wanted to provide for you. Stay on your wall. You go into these proms, you got to get the same answer that you give in the living room in front of your mama and dad. Don't change your mind at the prom. The same thing. The devil's trying to get you off your wall. He's trying to get you off your wall and ultimately leave you in the ashes. God will resurrect you from the ashes, but baby, if you ain't got to go in the ashes, don't go in the ashes. Some of us old folk been in the ashes because didn't nobody tell us not to go in the ashes. It's hard to breathe in the ashes. It's hard to see in the ashes. When I said we're doing a good work and we won't come down. Said to them 4 times and tried to get them to change their answer. He said, come down and meet with us in the valley of oh no. Tell the devil, oh no. God built the answer into the script. Just tell the devil, he said, come meet with us in the valley of oh no. Just tell the devil, oh no. I'm not going to meet with you. They get the call, they want to know your mom and daddy going out of town. They don't know my mama and grandmama and granddaddy here. I'm trying to get you off your wall. Trying to get you off your wall. Listen, when they build, this is key. I'm closing. He said they work with a sword in one hand. That's right. You always got to be ready to fight the devil because he's always going to try to change your mind. They wasn't fighting with holding the sword. It makes it a little difficult sometimes. If you think about it, I got to try to lay bricks with one hand. But I'd rather be slow and short. I'm going to keep my sword. That's going to church on Sunday. That's going to Bible study. That's reading your Bible. When you go on lunch break, read your Bible. I got my sword because my boss was in there acting a fool on the wall, and I got to read because that looked like the enemy coming for me. And I see what God said. I will keep me in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on Him. That's my sword. I'm not going to get double-minded. I'm not going to let them steal my joy. I'm not going to let them steal my peace. I got a sword in my head. Tell you when you get double-minded. In closing, it's when you go to lunch and it fumes what the enemy has been sending the messages, and you've been listening to the co-workers and you've been listening to family members or whoever, and it begins to rise up in you. And now instead of you eating or holding a sword at lunch, you start eating flesh at lunch. And you go back in and you say, I'm going to get off this wall and I'm going to tell them a piece of my mind. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to be in the valley of, oh no, you're going to lose your job. Y'all ain't going to let me preach to you. That's where you're going to end up. It's going to be a, oh no. Somebody needs to grab you quick and say, oh no, don't do that. Oh no, don't say that. Oh no, you got to pay your bill. But flesh will bring you off the wall. The scripture says that they build the walls. And he said after they built the walls, he said everything was up at the gates. Woo. So I guess I look at the scripture and I get kind of crazy. Because see, God wants you to be the right gate to go in the wall. David gave you the formula. David said, you the right gate when you lift up your heads, O ye. He said, be ye lifted up, ye everlasting. And the King of glory. Tell him I'm going to be the gate where the King going to come in. I'm going to be the door where God's going to come in. That's what I'm going to be. I don't want to be any kind of gate. I don't want to be any kind of door. I want to be a gate where the King come in. Well, the King gonna come in. He's gonna come in the gates that swing one way. He's not coming in gates that swinging this way and that way. He's coming in a gate that's single-minded. He's not coming in a double-minded gate. He's coming in a gate that's been prepared for him. He's not coming in anybody's gate. He says you can't serve two masters. He said you're going to love one and hate the other. You got to have one mind, one heart, one spirit. You got to love him. Don't change your mind. Don't change your mind. Don't change your mind. Don't change your mind. You've been through some rough times. I don't know what you're going through with right now. But I came to let you know this morning that God's on your side. God's on your side. God's on your side. You said, well, God, you let me get burned. Well, he says, I'm a consuming fire. So I guess sometimes you're going to get burned. But what the Hebrew boys did, see, when we all get one mind, one of us can speak for everybody. They said, we know what them folk over there believe. I talked to one of them, so I know what everybody in there believe. They love God. Their mind is stayed on Jesus. They threw the Hebrew boys in the furnace, 3 of them, but they gave them one answer. O King, live forever. Do you, and we don't do us. We know our God is able. Your hot fire does not make me change my mind about my God. I'm not going to dance to your music regardless. He to furnace up some more. Haven't you ever realized if you're already broke and the next bill comes, why do you add more worry to you already broke? How can you be more broke? Huh? If you can't pay the $50 and then here comes the $100, why are you going to take on $100 stress? Now, why you do that? God, I need you to take care of all this. David said again, I like David because David had an answer for the devil every time. He said, the earth is the Lord. The fullness thereof, even them folk that sing in them people, and they that dwell therein. Now let's get this straight. He said silver and gold belong to it. Cattle on 1,000 heap belong to it. I told some of you what a preacher friend of mine said. It was from the islands, and they got a sense of humor and a relationship toward God and with God to where they speak in a certain vernacular and when they approach God. And she was going through rough times and didn't have any money, children hungry. Ain't starving, just hungry. Because David said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken. That's right. But things were getting a little rough, and it looked like it was getting to be late in the evening. And so she decided, well, I need to talk to God, because I saw where he said silver and gold is his and cattle on 1,000 he'll belong to it. But I ain't going to rush him, and I ain't going to ask him for his silver and gold, because I know how folks feel about the money. But I am going to ask him to sell one of his cows. Oh, y'all ain't going to hear this, what I'm saying. She said, I'm going to ask him to sell one of his cows. And come and see about me. When we, listen to me, church, when we learn to trust God, does that mean we have no fears? No. You'll find if you read on through that 6th chapter, you'll see where Nehemiah even admitted that fear came upon them. But here's what they did. He said that we prayed and God strengthened us. That's what makes God God. If we never had any fears, if we never had any doubts, if we never had any weaknesses, if we never had any needs or wants, when would God be God in your life? When would he be God in your life? Then you would be puffed up in pride. Then your arrogance would come upon you, and your haughtiness would overtake you, and you would suddenly fall. The Bible says, be careful, lest when you think you stand, you fall. But in my weakness, God is made strong. Church, stay on your wall. I don't know what your wall is. Maybe some of you have abandoned it and you've gone off and you start doing other things and you left your wall unfinished because the enemy persuaded you to walk away from the wall. It got hard. It was easy at one point building the walls, but now I got to lift up these stones out of the ashes. I got to lift sometimes myself up. God gives me the strength, but he wants me to lift myself up. Whosoever will, let him come. Let him come. God wants you to lift yourself up. Lift up your head. Lift up your head. God's ready to hang the gates on your wall. Will you be one of his gates? Will you be one of his doors? There may be somebody in here today. Life hadn't been what you would call fair. You've gone through a lot of struggles. And the enemy may have torched your wall. He may have burned it down. And that's why God put something in there for you. He didn't burn up the best of you. He did not burn up the best of you. He did not burn up that God has ordained to bring him glory. There's a stone in you. There's something in you that God's ready to use now. If that's you, won't you meet us at this altar? You may say, God, I want you to forgive me for the wrong I've done. I need you to receive me back. I want you to receive me back. God's ready to do something in your life. He's ready to do something in your life. What I like about God is He's not like man. Pretty soon we wag our heads and they ain't gonna never do right. They ain't gonna never make it. Who are we to say that? Who are we to know? How do we know that? Who are we but dust? But dust. There's somebody else. You're at the end of your road. You don't know what to do. And today I believe God is instructing you what to do. Get back on your wall. It doesn't matter how long ago you walked away from it. It doesn't matter how many weeds have grown up around your dreams. It's not hopeless. And it's not over for you. God is a redeemer of time. He'll do more with you in a few days or a few minutes than what you could have done for yourself in a lifetime. If that's you, you ought to come and say, God, I'm ready to go back on my walk. Fix my mind. Fix my mind. He's a mind regulator, brother. He's a mind regulator, sister. Only God can take us and change us in our minds. We'll try one thing after another. We'll make one excuse after another. But when you become focused on Him, and you say, God, I want you to be the blueprint for my life. I want you to sketch it for me. I want to be obedient to your will. The Bible says obedience. Obedience is better than anything you could do. You could come in here if you had $1 million. You could lay it out on this altar. That's not God's best for you. You can say, well, look what I gave. Look what I did. That's wonderful that you did that, but guess what? That doesn't make you right with God. That doesn't fulfill God's destiny or promises in your life. The only thing that fulfills God's destiny and promise in your life is when you give Him you. Present yourself a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Lord. That's what makes a difference. And walk in it every day. Learn to walk in it every day. You said, preacher, I don't know. There's so many snares. There's so many. He'll give you the ability to leap over those snares, to leap over the walls of the enemy. He'll run through the troops of the enemy. He'll strengthen you. When the enemy calls your name and tries to beckon to you, to get you to come to Him, God will strengthen you. When the enemy whistles at you, He'll give you an ear to hear only what the Spirit is saying to the church. Because if He's whistling at me, He can't be the man for me, because I don't answer whistles. God will give you to hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. But we have to become the church to hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. We have to become that vessel. The Bible says, know ye not that your body is temple of the Holy Ghost. God says, I want to live in you. I want to live inside those walls. I want to live inside of you. He said, how could God want to live inside of me when destroyed. I've been everything but what looks like a throne room for him. God specializes. And taken what's been burned, what's been thrown away, what's been discarded, what the world says could never be. God says now they're ready for me. You got to take your hands off of you and say, God, I give it to you. And he says, I'll let no man pluck you out of my hands. You got to change your mind. If our minds don't change, we don't change. If our minds don't change, we don't change. I don't care what we look like on the outside. If our minds don't change, we don't change. But when he changes our mind, he gives us a new walk, a new talk, a new outlook on life. Those of you on this also, want you to raise your hands. I see you as wall builders. I see you as strong and not weak. I see destiny. I see purpose in you.